Hi, precious heart. Thank you for joining us for our weekly vlog. This is a new day on planet Earth, and humanity is in the midst of the most intensified purging and the greatest shift of energy, vibration, and consciousness we have ever experienced. The company of heaven has been granted permission by our Father, Mother God to come through the veil to meet us halfway. Sacred knowledge from the realms of illumined truth is flowing at an accelerated pace into the mental and emotional strata of Earth. This information is filtering into the awakening consciousness of people everywhere, and enlightenment is being received in new and profound ways. People are beginning to see with new eyes and hear with new ears. At long last, humanity is realizing the awesome power we have within us to transform this planet and all her life into the infinite perfection of the new Earth, which is her divine destiny. This is truly an auspicious moment and an unparalleled opportunity for all of us. After decades of dedicated service to the light by embodied light workers and the entire company of heaven, our unified efforts have resulted in reaching a critical mass that has allowed the fifth dimensional archetypes for the new Earth to be anchored into the mental and emotional strata of this planet. These archetypes contain the divine matrix for God's infinite abundance and eternal peace. These are inseparable aspects of our Father, Mother God's divine qualities. Infinite abundance cannot be sustained without eternal peace, and eternal peace cannot be sustained without God's infinite abundance. Now, through the unified heart calls and the invocations of embodied light workers around the world, these archetypes will be drawn into our heart flames and projected into the physical plane of Earth, so that every man, woman, and child will eventually experience God's abundance and eternal peace tangibly in their lives. The successful anchoring of the very first fifth dimensional archetypes for the new Earth has now paved the way for light workers to anchor the remaining fifth dimensional patterns of perfection for the new Earth into the mental and emotional strata of this planet. Once this occurs, those exquisite patterns will also be readily available for every awakened person to draw into their heart flame and project into the physical plane of Earth for the benefit of all humanity. These patterns pulsate with the immaculate concept of the new Earth in all of her resplendent glory and perfection. They transcend every frequency of vibration that is less than the oneness and the divine love, harmony, balance, and reverence for life of our Father, Mother God. This is the moment we have all been working toward for eons of time. Every single one of us has all of the skill, wisdom, knowledge, strength, and courage we need to succeed God victoriously in this mission. All we have to do is remember the awesome ability we have to make a difference through the incredible power of our spoken words and our invocations, prayers, and decrees. The I Am presence of every person abiding on Earth and the entire company of heaven are standing in readiness, awaiting the opportunity to assist us in this holy endeavor. But not even our I Am presence or the company of heaven can intervene to help us without us asking them to do so. No one is allowed to interfere with our free will. That is why the avatars of the ages have continually reiterated Ask, and you shall receive, or knock, and the door will be open. The beings of light have told us that the universal law is that the call for assistance must come from the realm where the assistance is needed. This means quite literally that those of us abiding on earth must invoke the light of God and ask for the assistance we desire from our I Am Presence and the company of heaven, in order for these divine beings to have permission to intervene in our lives and to respond to our heart calls. At this time, we are being called to a higher octave of service. Our Father, Mother, God are asking us to remember who we are and why we are on earth during this unprecedented ascension process that we are all experiencing. We are beloved sons and daughters of God, and all that our Father, Mother, God have is ours. You and I and the rest of awakening humanity have been given permission to be on earth during this critical time because we have been preparing for lifetimes to be a force of light in the face of all adversity. We are here because we willingly volunteered to be the open door for the light of God on earth. We volunteered to hold the sacred space for our sisters and brothers awakening. And we volunteered to be God in action in the physical plane during humanity's ascension process into the fifth dimensional frequencies of the new earth. Dear one, your I Am Presence and the company of heaven are standing in readiness, awaiting your invitation to assist you in remembering who you are and what you have volunteered to do to assist this sweet earth and all her life up the spiral of evolution into the frequencies of the new earth. So take some time this week to quiet yourself and ask your I Am Presence in the company of heaven to awaken within your heart flame and your conscious mind the knowing that you have an important reason for being on earth, and that the time for you to begin fulfilling that divine purpose is now. God bless you, and I look forward to being with you next week.